You are most welcome. And
Thank
now
you.
let's know Karthik Raj. Hello, Karthik Raj. How are you? Karthik Rajji, are you there? Okay, so now let's move to Daisy. Yes, Daisy. Hello, how are you?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Daisy from Tenkasi. Now I'm a student of engineering, computer science engineering.
Oh, that's really great to know that you are a student of engineering, and one more
Yes, ma'am.
student of engineering is supposed to join. He is Mr. Sadek from Jharkhand. He may be joining now. So
Yes.
thank you very much, Daisy, for joining.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now let's move to Vishwanathan. How are you? Good evening, Vishwanathan.
Hello, ma'am. This is Sheila Vishwanathan. I'm his wife.
Oh, Sheila, ma'am. Yes, Sheila. You are our latest entry. Thank you very much and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
So, Sheila, what do you do?
I'm a homemaker.
Oh,
Now.
that's really good to know. You know, if homemakers have the desire to do something,
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is really going to provide a strength and power to our country. You know, if all the homemakers are going to do something or other for themselves and for others, then
Yes.
naturally it is going to strengthen our nation.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Sheila,
you.
for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, Karunayan, am I pronouncing correctly? Karunayanji, are you there? So nice of you. And you know, it is said that if you are learning with your video on, then your learning will multiply by many folds. So this is my humble request to all of you. Please switch on your videos and let's look at each other, because during COVID, we cannot meet the people. We cannot shake hand with the people. We cannot touch the people. So at least let us look at the people. So at least
thanks to the virtual platform that they have given us the opportunity to meet each other and can see and can interact without facing any sort of problem, right?
Yes, yes, you are right. You are right. So the another engineer is in now, Sadiq Aman. Hello, good evening, Sadiq.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. How are you?
We are good. So we were talking about you because one student is already there, engineering student, that is Daisy. So I told her that one more student is going to join. Sadiq, tell us about you a little bit.
Yeah. I'm the Sadiq Aman, and I'm doing engineering. In final year or semester. My trade is electrical and electronics.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you switch on your video?
Yes, absolutely. Otherwise, internet will not support us for the long run. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So either you have to be with audio or either video. Any one thing can work, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So hello, Rahul. Good evening. How are you? Rahul, I think there is some network issue or what? Your audio is not clear.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
This is R. Tulasi Raman. I'm from Arupukottai, which is located in Virudhunagar district of Tamil Nadu. I'm a full-time student and part-time teacher.
So nice. You are playing dual role.
Yeah, that's good, and that is very much interesting. Playing a dual role in a life is very much interesting, because as a student and also as a teacher, that is God's gift. That's what I think.
And you know, anyway, we all have to play dual role because we are the lifelong learners. So throughout our life, the learning will continue.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
ma'am.
So Mr. Situ, you said that you are a teacher of English subject, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So which grades do you teach?
What, ma'am? Once again, you repeat, ma'am.
Which grades, which class, like primary or
I
middle?
handle the higher classes, ma'am. 11th and 12th standard.
Okay, higher classes 11th and 12th. And what about Tulasi Raman? What about you?
Ma'am, I'm taking classes for 11th, 12th, and colleges chemistry subject I will take.
Okay, you take chemistry subject. That's
Yeah,
good.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
So I think only 3, 4 friends still have to join. Let me check where are they. So we are waiting for the guest to arrive in a while. May I request
Yeah,
Dr.
the guest is joining very soon. I just called him.
Okay, so meanwhile, let us do some brain teaser. And please give some pressure to your mind. Just find out the differences between these two pictures. You can annotate if you are finding any difference, you can annotate.
Yes, we are seeing the difference between two pictures.
Yeah, you can annotate, like annotate from here and then you point out over there.
Ma'am, the ball was
Yeah.
missing in the second picture.
You just annotate so that we will see. Very good. Very good. I can see. Lovely. Atia is pointing out.
The
Very
cloud
good.
is also missing.
Picture 1 have 3 clouds, picture 2 have 2 clouds.
Okay. Yes, you are right.
Mhm.
Here, this is 3 and here 2.
There is basketball missing on the net and the red
Yeah.
upside basketball.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Here, this ball is missing.
And boys t-shirt number 1, picture 1,
Okay. Yes,
picture
yes,
2
yes.
is
Here.
0.
Dr. Halima, the chief guest joined just now.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you. Please give a big round of applause to yourself. You all are very keen observer.
And
Thank
the
you.
background also there is some changes between two pictures.
Yes,
Yeah.
we will discuss this picture
Mhm.
and right now it is my responsibility to present today's guest. But before that, I request you all, hello everyone, switch on your video if you can do it. Because your switching on the video is going to give the boost, the courage, the confidence to the speakers. Do you want good speakers or you want just average speakers? It's up to you. It is said that the students make good teachers. Do you
Yeah,
believe in this?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It is the reciprocal learnings. Yeah, absolutely.
So similarly, the audience make the good speakers. If you are with the smiling faces, with the eager eyes, with curious look, then naturally the speaker is going to be more effective. Thank you, everyone, those who have switched on their videos. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Shall I introduce?
Yes, please. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I request Dr. Ram from Singapore to kindly introduce the guest who has already arrived and graced this function for his inaugural address. Over to you, Dr. Ram.
Good evening, all. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome the chief guest, Dr. S. Sudhakar. He is the professor in biotechnology, and he is also the director for Center for Industry Collaboration and Placement Cell in Manonmaniam Sundaranar University, Tirunelveli, Tamil Nadu, India. I know him past several years through the social media connections, and I was amazing to see his explorations and engagements to support for the students, especially who are learning in higher learning conditions like colleges, universities. Also, he is supporting for the Science Center, the Tirunelveli Science Center. He is conducting continuous programs without any tiring, without any hesitation. He is willing to support for the students who can able to learn and explore and become empowered. There is very few people only they are thinking they wanted to come out of their positions and they wanted to support the society to transform, where he is also a great person and personality to learn from him a lot as a great leader, great visionary person, and he is supporting the community of science very well. He is also guiding PhD students. He is collaborating with overseas experts, and he is creating the research and development in Manonmaniam Sundaranar University, especially in regeneration. He is using the Edufam as a study material, the animal, and he is creating a lot of concepts and publications related to the regeneration process. Moreover, he is also willing to support in many ways for the aspiring scientific community who wanted to learn and explore. He served in US and he gained a lot of knowledge as well as skill sets, which are very, very essential for our learning community through his career. And he is also providing the same support for the industries who wanted to start any startup in the university campus. That's why I am willing to engage him for this session today, Global Entrepreneurial Skills Training Program. And it is the program organized by our ACE International Private Limited Singapore and Edufam International New Delhi, India. Myself, Dr. Ram, and Dr. Halima Sadia are hand-holding with this particular program, coordinating for the fellow people who wanted to learn and aspire well. So I'm very happy to welcome Professor Sudhakar as a chief guest to give his keynote address. Over to Professor Sudhakar.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ram. It was really very beneficial for all of us to know Dr. Sudhakar. And now over to you, Dr. Sudhakar, please.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Ram. It's nice occasion. And really thank the ACE International and its associates. Actually, any any meeting regarding entrepreneurship is useful for society, and you know we have to understand clearly. We all have
Sorry,
education.
you can start the video, so it would be going on live.
Yeah. I'm infected. That's what I'm wearing mask.
Yeah,
Other
yeah.
than
With the mask, you can start that. No problem.
yeah. So yeah, so I'm alone in home. Yet I want to save others from the infection. So I'm wearing the mask. Okay. Right. So I can I tell you some background about startup and entrepreneurship. We all have education and
All galate
nicely.
bolera. Yeah.
Please mute your mic. All of you. Please. So we all have education, and after education, we are trying to get a job. And in Indian scenario, if you get a job, the basic level maybe like 50,000 per month. If you get like a better job, maybe 1 lakh per month. That's a way. And really good job, maybe 2 lakh, 2.5 lakh rupees per month is a rare opportunity. Okay, yet it's not equivalent to the level of entrepreneurship. And if you have your own business, your level will be very different. That we have to understand. So more than that, the economy of a country purely based on the business. So keeping all those thing in mind, the developed countries, they have a very good setup for entrepreneurship, startup, incubation, and so on. I have noted in US, in many universities, I have noted professors usually, they have their own business. That means they are working in a university. For example, I can tell you about my boss. I worked under him in US. He's a cell biologist. Okay, and for his career, for his job, he has to produce so many antibodies. Okay, so using that antibodies, he can understand the function of different proteins. So in his career, he developed many antibodies, around 20 different antibodies. There is simply, you may think just antibodies, but it's not that way. His talent, his intellectual skill, hands-on skill, and the use of the material all combined together, and university allow him to start a company. So he started a company. So nobody has an employee in that company. He advertised, he opened a website, and he loaded all the information about the resources what he has in his hand, type of antibody, the property, all those things he loaded in the website. So later what happened, later, slowly, by publication, by his career, he is known around the world. So people just wanted to buy the antibodies from his company. So every day he got some mail, and before he go home, he go to the company, and he pack some and he'll send it. That's all he did. So the total investment to start a company is just a few thousand US dollar. So the slowly it picked up. The business slowly it went and went up and up. So what happened after a couple of year later, the company he want to sell. Now imagine the total amount of money he got, closely $6 million he got. Okay, so just started with a few thousand dollars. Within couple of years, he could make several $1 million. So it's an understanding between university and faculty members. So good amount of money university also gains, and a lot of amount, more than lot of amount. The professors also gaining. So that's a setup is there in a developed country. So that's a very good one, because a new business has been started, and it's useful for the society. It gives job for many people, and the revenue flow is more. So it's very good. Startup should be more in academic setup, and also the students should have more innovative thought. Innovation is a mother actually for the startup. If you have a good idea, definitely a lot of development can be made, and startup is possible, and we can sell the product around the world. Okay, so for example, in India, the matrimonial is a big industry. Somebody just started a website. Okay, he developed an app. So if we can add the information about a boy or a girl, so easy to find a match. So that person who made a successful app for such a matrimonial purpose now is a very rich person. So similarly, very well about the booking, hotels, all those things now is via app, the website and app. So no, the person who didn't own even a single hotel now is making very big amount of money, using app. Pure innovative idea. Okay. Likewise, innovation is possible in all the sector, not only in the science, not only in the management, not only in the computer science, but all the subjects. Innovation is possible. That's a mother of a startup. So if you have a good idea, you can approach a nearby universities. They will support you how to venture, how to make a startup. So idea is first, then you need a supporting hand from a good universities, or like company like AEC International. The Ram and his associates is doing a lot of support in that area. So you have to approach such a people, then they will support you. How to go further. So that's a thing. So economy wise, also confidence wise, the person who has a startup will have a fantastic future life. So I think I'm sure really such a workshop and seminar and conferences really useful for the society. Rather than a workshop, I can say such a program is a service for society. It's a great help for the needy people, the young minds. And that's what we have to understand. One more thing I want to tell. you know the person who designed the Coca-Cola opener, if you need the Coca-Cola tin, right? The red color Coca-Cola tin. I'm not talking about the can or the tin. I'm not talking about the can or tin. I'm not talking about the Coca-Cola fluid which we are drinking. I am talking about the small lever. We used to thumbs up, then it will be opened, the can will be opened, then you can enjoy the fluid. The technology I am talking about, okay, was designed by a engineer, and it's the cheapest technology to pack fluids. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and the beer, coconut water, and medically important fluids, all liquids are packed by this technique. So the engineer patented that finding. Now the technology is everywhere. Closely 215 countries are there around the world. Okay, on the globe, 215 countries are there. Everywhere his technology is being used. So as a result, he is getting a lot of revenue. Huge amount of revenue he is getting. Imagine in Indian rupee, I can tell you per day he is making, 2 crore rupee, per day, 2 crore rupee. That is, 20 million rupee, per day he is making, huge amount of money. Is just as a royalty. So that's a power of innovation. This is about patent and royalty I'm talking, but the business wise, if you think how much the company Coca-Cola is making per day, it's a huge money. It's a huge money. Okay. So that's what we have to understand. And, we should have interest on startup and also in entrepreneurship. And so universities, colleges, all, should focus more on this area. And we have to teach the students in this direction. We have to inculcate the students in this direction. And so that, so that easy to provide job for all. In a way, just assume a boy in a class. A class maybe have around 20, 30 students. Okay. Out of the 30 student, if one boy is a successful businessman, he can provide job for many. That's a concept. Okay. So the situation should change, and the university system, academia should focus more on innovation and more on the entrepreneurship. Then that will develop not only the university but also of the country. I here I really appreciate the organizer and Dr. Ram and his associate are doing a fabulous, wonderful job in this area of entrepreneurship. Thanks, Ram. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sudhakar, for your wonderful keynote speech. Really, it is very much enlightening about the conditions as of now, the innovation, creativity, design thinking, all these kind of activities enhancing the humanity and the humankind into the next level through the entrepreneurs, because they are the backbone to create the ecosystem and business as well as other kind of things. So really very wonderful, even though you are in sickful conditions, but you are very happy to come forward, even this critical situation to manage. Thank you so much for your interest to come and do this kind of activities to initiate. Because of your passion, you are having this kind of driving force to engage the people and the community to lift up in their life, as well as moving towards for the next level. Thank you so much for your kindness.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, doctor. Thank you.
Yes.
So thank you, everyone. Now this is the time when we are going to know our mentors, and this is the time when we are going to know our mentees, and we are going to know each other. So may I request Dr. Ram to kindly introduce himself, and then we'll move to Rahul, and then we'll move to each one of you one by one. Yes, Dr. Ram.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now you are audible.
It is wonderful time to meet you all here. Very energetic and enthusiastic participants as well as guests. We are very happy to have you to engage this particular global entrepreneurial skills training program organized by ACE International Private Limited Singapore and Edufam International India. This is the time we have to think and prosper well. So myself, Dr. Ram, I'm background with the biomedical science, having my PhD, and I experience in research and development after my completion of PhD, not only in India, Taiwan, and Singapore. Then I switch over my career into learning and development sector, where the workforce skills qualifications are endorsed because of the new competitions and the globalization environment to hit
the transition for human resources to make possible to compete with the necessary skills and knowledge source. Then I moved to business and development. I started this company 4 years back, and we are providing business management consultancy services for Singapore firm who can able to upskill for their next level. So we are providing compliance, regulations, auditing, licensing support, business funding support, research experimentation, innovation, product development. And this is the time we are giving back to the society through conducting this kind of workshops, training, virtual conferences, etc. Because we are concerning about future workforce, how to leverage their skill sets and focus for competing in the current scenario with the challenges. This is about me. Over to Dr. Halim.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ram. And now Rahul Patki is going to tell us some secrets of his personality. Yes, Rahul Patki.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. And thank you, everyone, for being here. And there are no many secrets. It's straightforward. I'm Rahul Patki. I'm Grow Rich coach, and I'm a master practitioner of NLP. So before that, like I have a nice journey of in industry, the especially automotive industry, because I'm a production engineer as a profession, but by heart I'm a trainer. And that's the reason I'm here with the two great personalities, Dr. Ram and Dr. Halima. And my mission is like, even though I spent a lot of years, 15 plus years in automotive industry as a engineer, design engineer, started as a design engineer. But later afterwards, like almost like 3-4 years back, I understood about this, like sharing my knowledge. That is important. That is one of the need many people have, like basic need, like they like to share their knowledge, and that is their passion. So I'm one of them, and I really like to connect with people, share my knowledge. But what knowledge? 15 years I spent into like playing with the machine, the robots, like some like CAD tools, lot of things. But since like almost 10 years, I'm into like a lot of investing, knowing about money, and trying the strategies like forex trading, commodity trading, and all those things. And I tried each and everything. Like I'm gone through that, all these things. But then I realized, like last 3-4 years, like there is lot to money than just some like tools, the investments and all those things. That's where the journey started, real journey started of for the Grow Rich. And we will talk about that aspect. That is one of the entrepreneurs' important thing about how they play with the money, how they manage money. Earning is one thing, and managing money is maybe another thing. It's like another level, you can say. So yes, we'll talk about that latter part. But first of all, we'll start the program, and I will come back to you again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rahul. Now you have made all 20 of them your fan, because they are going to listen each and every word of yours. You are going to give them the tips how to earn money and how to grow rich.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that your business development, where Ram is going to help you, and your money development or enhancement, where Rahul is going to help you, will not be possible without your communication, without you being bold enough to face the world, without you being courageous enough to speak your foolish thought in front of thousands and thousands of people without hesitation. That's what I am going to do. I am Dr. Halima Sadia, an educationist by profession, and I have spent my 28 years of precious life with the kids, with the children, with the people, with the adult, with human being. And I have come to the conclusion that if we have empathy, then everybody is yours. The entire world is yours. And no business is going to be unsuccessful if you have empathy and you communicate with empathy. So I wish you all the best. And I hope that this journey of 3 days is going to be a memorable journey. We three of us, although it is said in Hindi, teen tigada kaam bigada, but I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. So we three are going to make your journey of a startup, or your journey of entrepreneurship, or your journey of being yourself. We three of us are going to help you out in discovering yourself and in doing something constructive. That's all from me, Dr. Halima Sadia. Now I am signing off, and now it's the turn of the participants to let us know about themselves. One by one, please let us know what is your name and what do you do. These two informations is basic. Yes, please.
Hello everyone, I'm Atya, and as a profession, I'm a teacher, and I'm egoistic to learn from all the mentors. Thank you.
Thank you, Atya.
Hi everyone, Rehana here. Sorry, I joined a little late. Yes, I'm always any event or any workshop or any talk from Dr. Halima is always a pleasure for me, and it's always my honor to join her in any program. So I'm looking forward to this journey in 3 days, and I'm sure it's going to be fabulous. Thank you so much.
Rihanna, what about us?
Oh, yes,
What about-
sorry. Okay, yes, Dr. Ram and Rahul, of course, you guys are the roses among the thorns. So I always respect Dr. Ram and Rahul also, and for the knowledge and for the wisdom, and so much ACE is doing for all the subsidiaries that they are supporting and all that. So I'm really proud to be part of this program. And yeah, Dr. Ram, I'm really always in awe of your wisdom. And Rahul also, I'm in awe of your wisdom as well. Although you look 10 years so younger than me. But yes, really, all are, I'm very honored. With honored speaker. Thank you so much.
Rihanna. Thank you very much. And now please switch on your video so that you can introduce yourself and we can see you. Yes, Mr. Sithuraman.
Good evening to one and all. This is S. Edufam from Kumbakonam in Tamil Nadu. First of all, I would like to thanks to Mr. Ram sir, because he has given a good chance to discuss a lot of things in this platform. Because without the 8 cents, I could not learn about. I have learned a lot of friends in this platform. So I won't forget this chance. I'm a school teacher. I have learned a lot of things from the students' side. So here, often I learned a lot of English, and I don't use any other, our mother tongue. Also, our ma'am also used Hindi, but I don't know the language of Hindi. But here I know a little bit rougher from the ma'am. Thank you. The Rahul sir has given a lot of motivation speak, and my beloved Ram sir also, his words are very interesting to motivate to us. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you to everybody for giving a wonderful opportunity to express my words. Thank you.
Thank you, Sethuramanji. And now I can see that our Tulsi Ramanji is ready.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Hello, ma'am. I'm R. Tulsi Raman. I'm studying first MSc Chemistry in Gandhigram Rural University. I'm a full-time student, and I'm so proud to say I'm a part-time teacher. I have 21 students. What I learned from my students is the knowledge. Knowledge what we have is must. Knowledge what we have in something. Knowledge what we have in some field. That's very important. That's what I learned from my students, because they are questioning me round by round. I was so impressed with them. It was so interesting. Their questions make me to search in a lot of way. That searching makes me to be here with you. I thank Dr. Ram and Dr. Halima and Dr. Rahul sir to give this opportunity to me to travel with you in this platform. I think this will be very excellent platform to me to find myself and develop myself in everything. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. And now I can see Habib Chauhan ji is ready. Yes, Mr. Habib.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone, and very good evening, first of all. And I am Advocate Habib from Rajasthan, India, and I am a true entrepreneur. And also like to advise that I've been practicing all the related startups and other industries from very long. And I really thank sincerely to Rahul who have given this opportunity to join. And of course, I'm going to learn a lot as there are a lot of things to understand under the guidance of very senior people here. And our guest of honor, Sri Sudhakar ji, Dr. Ram, and Halima. I'm so excited to go ahead with this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Habib ji. And now Gautam Majumdar ji from Kolkata. Yes, sir.
Good evening. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to take part in this, the auspicious event, and absolutely very interesting event. At the outset, I would like to say thank you, Dr. Salima and Dr. Ram, Dr. Rahul, and other dignitaries, Dr. Sudhakar. Absolutely, it is very, very inspirational, as well as whatever I'm seeing, the ambience for the discussions and participatory manner. So absolutely, it's a good thing. My subject is sociology and social anthropology. I'm master's in sociology and social anthropology. So basically, I'm looking forward to learn from everyone, and I have the learning attitudes from the very beginning. Whenever I have started my work, particularly in the field of development, since 1993. I'm looking forward to learn from your end, as because right now I am associated with the Habitat for Humanity India, just to empower the women who are in destitute conditions in Maharashtra and Odisha. Particularly, I'm responsible for these two states as the enterprise development expert. So I'm really looking forward to get sort of ideas, knowledge, and concept that I may share to our project partners, that they may stand on their own feet. I'm really very looking forward for everything, whatever, and at the same time, it's a good opportunity for me to learn from your end. Thank you very much, and wish you all the best.
Thank you, Gautam ji. It's an honor for us to have a senior person like you, and we are going to learn a lot from you. I have firm belief in this. Yes, now Muhammad Sabir, we are coming to you. Sabir, will you please introduce yourself?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm very able to hear. I am Muhammad Sabir, and I'm a part of a school in the non-academic management part in the school in Delhi.
Okay, thank you very much, Sabir. Sabir is by profession and an accountant, I think so, isn't it, Sabir?
Right now, I'm an admission in charge in a school.
Okay, so thank you very much, and I hope that this program is going to give you lots of insight how to enhance yourself professionally.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Now coming to Daisy. Yes, Daisy.
Hi, good evening, one and all. I'm Daisy from Benghazi. Now I'm a student of engineering. I'm in now third year CSE. I'm very excited to know something new. This is the first time to attend this session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Daisy. And now let me invite Sadiq now, Muhammad Sadiq Aman. Yes, Sadiq, please unmute yourself.
This is Muhammad Sadiq Aman, and I'm doing engineering from Bihar. And my passion is engineering.
Thank you very much, Sadiq, for sharing. And for the engineers, we have lot many things to offer as niche finding, as purpose finding of life, and then moving ahead in that direction. So hope this session is going to be beneficial for you. We have a very senior person with us. In fact, very senior friend of ours, Sushobit Kamaraji. So Sushobit ji, would you like to introduce yourself?
Am I audible, please?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thanks. I was a mute spectator today. Thank you, Helimaji, for getting me on board also. So it's my pleasure to see, all this workshop getting launched. And friends, I am, as I said, I'll be a spectator today. So this is a great initiative which three of you have planned, and wish you good success. And just to introduce myself, I am basically a veteran of Indian Army and have around 33 years plus service for the country, and also doing some work in the field of mentorship and training, which people here know about. So it's a beautiful thing that you have taken decisions to join this course, and I'm sure you will go very enriched at the end of the day. Good wishes to everyone.
Thank you.
So over to you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Sushobit ji. We are proud of you. We are proud of you, really. And now Ashwini is ready for introduction. Yes, Ashwini ji.
Yeah, greetings everyone. My name is Ashwini and I'm working as an accounts executive in Singapore. I came to know this 3-day session through Dr. Ram. So I would like to thank him for introducing me to all of y'all in the session. Looking forward for this 3-day session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So we have international group here from Singapore, from India, from UAE. So this group is going to do wonders within these 3 days. This is my expectation. Now, if anyone is left with the introduction and willing to introduce, please switch on your video so that I can give you the chance to introduce yourself. Azil J, please, would you like to introduce yourself? Okay, anyways, thank you.
Are you there?
Yeah, yes. Please unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Vedil from Vellore and Tamil Nadu. I'm happy to share about myself. I came to know this session through Mr. Ram sir and Halima ma'am. And thank you very much for giving an opportunity to learn this entrepreneurial program session. I'm a bioscience graduate, master graduate. I'm working as a lecturer and in a private university. Currently, I'm doing digital currency also. I'm very much interested to learn this many things from your session. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, ma'am. Sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now I think Sheila ji is left. Yes, Sheila ji. May I request Sheila ji to kindly introduce? I think there is some network issue. She is not able to listen to us. But anyway, thank you very much. And now I request you people to please stretch your arm like this. One hand. One hand, single hand stretch. Bring it to your shoulder. Yes. And then pat yourself. Well done for joining this wonderful program for 3 days. And now this wonderful program is wonderful because of Dr. Ram. So Dr. Ram, over to you now.
Thank you, Dr. Halima, for making this event very great. Because of you, only it is getting to this level. I'm very happy always to handhold with you for conducting programs. It is not only for making us to gain something, but also sharing something for the people who are looking forward with us. That's the way we are empowering the people and community. That is the conditions as of now required for many people, even for this COVID-19 pandemic induced a lot of disruptions and challenges, but the people are having the hope and confidence to get something positive for them. So you are also one of the vital source, not only for others here, also to me. I'm also willing to move further. The first session is going to take by me a little bit change. So I would like to start from my sharing slides. So today world, we are looking forward for the activities which are endorsed by already the speaker make us to think about that innovation and creativity. So how do we able to engage ourselves for this innovation and creativity? What kind of world we are looking for? And we are in this kind of VUCA world. What is the VUCA means? The characteristics of the VUCA.
May I request to keep the slides in, the slide mode, presentation mode, please? May I request one thing, just to keep the slides in the presentation mode, please?
Yeah, I already switch over to presentation. Can you see?
Yeah, I'm seeing, but it is in slide mode. So could you please keep it in a slide, presentation mode?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
So can you see now?
No, it is visible, but you click on this presentation, this. Yeah.
Can you see the presentation?
Not exactly. I think you have to increase.
For you? No.
Then from here you can do top slideshow.
Can you see the presentation?
Presentation is visible, but you have to click here, slideshow.
Yeah, I shared in the presentation mode. I can see that, but you can't see.
Do one thing, then you increase this one size. Maybe because of size, we are able to see full things. Enhance the slide size. Yes, yes, yes. Now it's perfect.
Okay. So we are in the conditions as of now for the VUCA world. VUCA means volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. So how do we able to think about make it possible for us to use these conditions, the VUCA world, the environment that demands you, maybe making the quickly to getting into the ongoing changes that unpredictable when we are getting out of the conditions, or uncertainty, the conditions where we can able to make ourselves to take action without any certainty endorsed for us, and the complex nature because of the multi-dynamic and many more interdependencies, because now this is the time, it is the complex environment where we can able to get together with the integrated and holistic way to function for the requirements. Ambiguous, the environment, it is getting unfamiliar outside of our expertise, because still we are in the learning agility to continuously progress well by learning something new strategies or new learning conditions. How do we able to define this terminology, creation, innovation, invention? Anybody can unmute and make me to tell the answer. Anybody is eager? How to define and differentiate these terms? Creation, innovation, invention.
Making
can go.
anything new is creation. Yes, Rihanna, you can go.
Okay, I will touch on innovation. Innovation is creating something new from something that's already existing. That's how I see it. Creation is more from nothing you are creating. And invention means also similar to creation, I would say. It can be between the two, creation and invention. So thank you.
Thank you. So the innovation, invention, and creativity, how do we able to define? Creativity, the act of turning new and imaginative ideas, getting into the reality. That is the creativity. Invention, creation of a new idea or concept that is making the conditions as of now, because many people are eager to find out something new and create for the environment. Innovation, turning a new concept that is into the commercial success of widespread use. That is the way the innovation is coming to play the bigger role. So the creativity making the innovation, but the people who are having the expertise to transform the nature of the conditions, whether the creativity or invention is going to support for the innovation. So the innovation, we can able to make the terminology to explain like that. It is a kind of inspiration for the people. It is making the visionary conditions for them to foresee certain kind of ways how to make the people to get the innovation idea to grow further and further for the conditions when we wanted to endorse. And the idea, because people are thinking many, making many ideas, but how they are making it to process and develop, and that is the way the creativity is going to end. So the creativity also having the knowledge, motivational things, innovation kind of attitude, imagination, how the mindset or mindfulness operate for that, visionary ideation, and brainstorming, the new way how to explore the possibility for finding certain things to create. How do we define the importance of creativity in the innovation? The foundations of the creating innovation or creating ideas, that is very, very meager, because many people, they don't want to go into this kind of complex nature. They wanted to increase their knowledge or their conditions to support for the people who can able to leverage this kind of environment to cope up well. If they have some kind of active listening, constructive criticism, or the way they have something developed good knowledge, and the way they are exploring the possibility how to cope up with the new inventions or innovations going to add on for the society. So that is the experimenting issue, the greatest possible criteria to extend for many inventions or innovations to make the creativity for the community. And how do we able to define the creativity with these three components explained very, very nicely? The expertise, the people who are having the technical expertise, subject expertise, the knowledge source, and the other way, the execution, the procedural way, how to make the execution for the people. So these are all the way very, very important for them to continue and conquer for that. Next one is the creative thinking skills, how to establish the conditions for making the people to think, prosper well in their conditions. How the flexibility or the imagination is getting approach to the problems to solve it. That is the conditions we must need to think about that. Motivation, the intrinsic are more effective than the extrinsic. That is very, very important, because many people, they can't able to get together with the intrinsic idea or extrinsic idea. So that is very, very important for us to think and prosper well. Creativity, that is going to create the better work culture or better workplace for the people. The same way the creativity brings the better output. That is the result what we wanted to expect to get. Design thinking as a strategy. Many people, you know very well about the design thinking as of now, how it is supporting for the innovation and the creativity for the current work or workplace. So there are people who are discovering, they are finding certain kind of problem solving solutions, or they are making to deliver for the people, how to extract, how to engage the community to follow. That is the way the prototype design, something the inventions or innovations are creating certain prototype, and they wanted to test those ideas to further develop, evaluate, review, reanalyze, report. All these kind of things are making the refining for the betterment of the ideas, and the illuminations or the ideations are creating the value generation or value proposition. Then they are putting up with the incubation center where the prototype is getting developed and served for the society. That is the way the industry partners are coming to plug and play. So these are all the opportunities are creating the new discoveries. Now the vaccine also the same example, how it is getting developed and served for the humanity as well as human beings to protect against of COVID-19. The creativity is making the thinking skills, top creativity thinking skills are organizational capacity where the people can able to find out certain plans and action oriented performance that is making the goal sets to achieve with the deadlines. That is very, very important, because organization are making themselves to have certain kind of standards which are empowering the people to make it possible and achievable. Communication is the strong ability, either written communications or any kind of oral skills when you are presenting something for the people, or listening to the talks, or listening to certain kind of ways to the videos or audios or anything. So that is the way you have to make better communication to reach to the people who can able to listen and understand better about your concept or conceptualization. Problem solving skills, as of now the most demanded skills in the world is problem solving skills. The ability of the person who can able to find out the solution for certain problem, that is very, very important. Now the COVID-19, again we can take it as an example. Now the people who can able to find out the solution to solve the problem for the people, the vaccine has invented, and many more antiviral drugs are getting introduced for the sake of people to protect against of the virus. And then open-minded, the growth-minded, that is the person or the personality who can able to showcase their consideration to lift up. If they are welcoming to learn, unlearn, and relearn. This is the open-minded kind of capacity. So we must need to think about that. Then analytical skill sets. When the ability to analyze anything, everything, so they can able to find out the prosperity, they can able to find out the way to propel further, they can able to transform their level into the next grade. So that is the upgradation we have to follow. So these are all the creative thinking skills. The organization always they are thinking how to adopt the creativity in the environment. They wanted to make the culture, work culture in the environment. I can interact well, but it will take more time. Just I wanted to make it possible for you to get the essence of my talk, and later we can able to think, discuss for certain values to exchange. Leadership style, leadership creativity is endorsing the leadership quality for certain people who can able to leverage the leadership through the creative thinking, creative leaders. So their thought processing, their way of solving the problems are very, very important, because they are participating, they are engaging the community, they are providing the vision for the community in the team to look forward. They develop many concepts very effective for the community to lift up into the next level. I'm talking about the community means the people who are available in the organization, who are available for the organization from the stakeholding environment, or the consumers from the society, everything. So the creative leaders are thought-provoking people. They showcase their merit for them. Then the resources and skill sets, which are very, very important because the sources and resources are entirely uh, combining with these particular resources and skill sets. According to the challenging work atmospheres, we must need to think about that, how to lift up our resources and skill sets to match to the current scenario. Structure and system, long term or short term, whatever the way, we have to propose certain kind of the code of practices, code of ethics, or code of compliances that is endorsing the structural formulation guidelines to provide the systematic approach. Now everywhere the digital systems are following ERP, enterprise resource platform, customer relationship management platform, and automation kind of things, and IoT sensors mediated kind of expertise. So all these things are formulating the systems to coordinate. Then the culture. The organization, every organizations have their own culture, and they wanted to insist this particular work culture for their people in the workplaces as well as dealing with the customers. So we must need to think about how much it is risk taking or risk compromising, and how do you expel with this kind of organizational culture to fit for the conditions to work. And the organizational climate, the environment, the government, and the compliance, or any kind of regional or globalized kind of conditions. Again, we can make it possible for the example COVID-19, because a lot of restrictions for the people to move in and out of the conditions from one country to another country or one place to another place. Even many people, they are starting to work from home. They are learning from home. So these kind of situations are making the organizational climate to manage the barriers or to maintain certain kind of way how to make the people to follow and serve better for their needs. How the creativity feeds the people to think the innovation process, especially for the working conditions. Now we are engaging with this kind of systematic environment where we are having this kind of network without gadgets, without system, or without engaging all these components, we cannot able to live the better life. And it is not the normal way to live like that. So that is the conditions as of now, especially millennials and new generation kids. They are very familiar for all these gadgets, apps, and internet usage than the non-millennials or baby boomers in the workforces. So that is the way we must need to think and adapt better. And how do we able to think the importance of creativity? Because it helps you to see the big picture. You can able to see the holistic way of the globalization, how it is making the change, how it is creating the challenge for the people to look after to overcome. It helps motivate you because of that only you are here, because you are, the expertise people can come and endorse this kind of way. How do you think and motivate for yourself to get into the next level? It helps the problem solving skills to think and prosper well. Your surrounding, either in the family or in the working place, on the society, or any kind of way. If you are exploring any possible things to solve the issue, solve the problem, you are getting into the next level. It makes you more productive. It boosts you to become more confident. It helps more thoughtful and getting the feeling of mingling with the community and people. Like that, it relieves your stress. It is making some kind of building the knowledge base. It is allowing you to clear your doubt or making you to make everything possible, like that mindset. And it is experimenting some greatest possible and extent for the world. It is giving the freedom for you and making the responsibility. Now we have to think about the ownership mindset and the responsibility. If you are engaging any work or if you are engaging any kind of segregation, you must need to think you are the owner, you are the boss, you are the responsible person for that kind of investment to perform well. So these are all the things are making you to lift up. That is the way the creativity is endorsing yourself, the inner mind to think and prosper for attaining these kind of values and capacity. The design innovation is the key factor where you innovate, how you innovate, what you innovate. That is the design problem is going to solve. Because the business are requiring a lot, especially accounting. Ashwini is also one of the accounting person. Accounting, finance, economic values, marketing strategies, operational conditions for different environment with the stakeholders and consumers. Information technology has lifted a lot and lot for the last few decades. Entrepreneurship, the learning agility for the people who wanted to become an entrepreneur. Competition in the strategy among the competitor available in their own productions or manufacturing or servicing kind of way. Design innovations and this kind of way we can segregate business, human values, technology, fulfillment. How do we able to empower ourselves? How do we engage ourselves as a competent person to serve better? Whether you are an employee, whether you are an entrepreneur, both the ways you have to think and prosper for your capacity to build or to overcome the challenges and turning into opportunities for you. STEM education is a case study. STEAM, now it is named as STEAM because of the make addition with arts and the way the medical things also they are engaging. So STEAM is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Creativity is the way to educate in the ecosystem of learning environment. That is very, very important. So we must need to start from the classroom. The young kids, the naive-minded people, they can be able to adapt well because the fixed mindset, when you grown up, you can't able to accept all these concepts because you are very stubborn. You can't able to give up yourself. Earlier I mentioned learn, unlearn, relearn. That is the good quality for the leaders. That is the good quality for the entrepreneurs. If they are fixed in their mind, they cannot able to change. You could see a lot of case studies like Nokia gone and BPL mobile system also is getting restricted, and many more things like Hindustan Motors, no more cars from them, and many more examples like Konica or Kodak camera are not available as of now. Now the condition is smartphone era, and it is coming to the 5G spectrum. Once the 5G spectrum will come, many more devices, many more gadgets are going to change because the processor speed and the usability, scalability, everything is going to change. So that is the way we must need to endorse these kind of skill sets for the young people. How do they able to think, whether they are high achiever or gifted learner or creative learner. So we must need to provide certain kind of assignments to think and prosper. All minds may not think the same way, but the great persons can envision for how they can able to explore the possibility into the next level. That's why we need to engage the activity based or group sharing based or discussion based or debate based in the classroom. So that is the only way we have to keep the people to think and prosper for their ability to lift up. Creativity gives many benefits. It is providing the problem solving skills. It is improving your creativity performance. It is making you to lead further and for the most. And many people, they are very skillful and they are having the talent of multitask oriented. That is the ability they are having. They are good in drawing. They are good in oration. They are good in sports. They are good in cultural activities. They can play some music or dance or any other performance. So these are all the abilities they are having, and they are very good in their education. They are very good in innovation kind of ideas to share with the community, in the classrooms as well as society. So these are all the values we have to focus. And the importance of creativity and innovation in business, especially business, are the vital source where the knowledge exploitation and wealth generation are getting endorsed in the community and society. The companies, they want to adopt the innovative strategies to grow further and further. They are willing to change and making the greater environment for the work culture and the workplaces to lift up. And the innovation is making the success strategy for them when the demand getting endorsed or getting introduced into the conditions. Efficiency of the person is very, very important. When they are not having these kind of qualities, they cannot give the efficacy or efficiency in the current conditions. So it is also very important for us to think when we wanted to get some breakthrough environment or results. Industry advisory panel that is also engaging a lot. We must need to think how to lift up the learning people to get the current on-job training or experiential learning or simulation learning. We have the curriculum, but it is not fulfilling your criteria to meet out. You have to learn something through the on-job training, engaging internship, attending seminars, or these kind of workshops or training. That is the way you can able to lift up. You can listen to the people, you can get introduced to the new strategies or new inventions or updates. That is the way the industry advisory panel is engaging a lot of activities together with the environment. So we must need to follow it. Industry institute partnership. Now the institutes are looking forward for tying up with the industries. It is training and placement. Our chief guest, Professor Sudhakar, also director for the Institute Industry Partnership Cell, where he can engage the industry to come and do certain activities in the university atmosphere. The people can learn and explore the skill sets through the internship opportunity or part-time engagements or on-job training in the current scenario in the industry period. How do we make the activities for innovative collaboration center? Because we need to look for the better people, better industries, how to collaborate. Because the professor who are engaging research activities, they are doing the great inventions or innovation. They are publishing papers, they are raising IP, intellectual property rights. And these are all the criteria to attract the industry to come forward. Industry liaison office is enrolling for that to tie up with the industry people. They can engage the entrepreneur support. The industry people can come forward. There are some founders and co-founders, startup companies to establish in the incubation center of institute atmosphere. So these are all the collaborative partnership. You can able to think when you are studying in the school or colleges, you can create these kind of opportunity for yourself, how to lift up your skill sets to support for the ecosystem. Game-changing startups. Now, this is the condition for us to think tech startups. There are many startups coming, but tech-based startups only able to get attractive funding support from the industries or the government or any venture capitalist people. So there are 36 startups that could change the world. We can able to think they are having these kind of qualities, AI and automation kind of adoptions, IoT sensors, robotic inventions and exploration, Industry 4.0 values like cloud computing, cyber security, big data analysis, and many more ideas they are inventing and incorporating. Now, one of the participants also mentioned the cryptocurrencies. The digital currencies are going to come in near future. These are all the value addition, but it is all engaging through the blockchain system, the blockchain platform. That is very, very important. We must need to endorse how to accommodate these kind of components in the ecosystem of the environment. Top 10 Indian startups, you can able to see the industry, commerce and shopping, 197. The Paytm, you already having that in your conditions. They raised up nearly $4.4 billion US dollars. Ola cabs, many people you are using for the transportation. Oyo, the travel and tourism, they raised nearly 3.2 billion. Renew Power, the energy production company, they raised up nearly 2.8 billion. Snapdeal, Swiggy, Byju's, Big Basket, Delivery, Zomato. Some of the companies are engaging with your lifestyle every day, I hope. Unicorn company. Now this is the time the startup company who can adapt to the technology resource, inventions, innovations, IP rights, whatever it may be, the valuation they can exceed $1 billion. That time they are getting the value of unicorn company grade. So these are all the companies already got up the unicorn conditions in the world, and we can also prosper and think many more unicorn companies going to emerge in Asia Pacific region. Indian startup, the unicorns in 2021, Digit, the unicorn company, January 15, they got $1.9 billion valuation. They are from insurance company. Vector, software company, they raised up nearly 1.3 billion. Infra market, 1.0 million in infrastructure and development. Like this, many more companies are coming in near future. India is booming up in this particular unicorn company creations. If you are the people you are working for your future, please think about that. All these kind of example case studies you can follow, you can research on them, how to make use of them for your case. And top EdTech companies by CBI Mosaic score, that is the momentum, money value, and the conditions where they are exploring with the market. These are all the values for the people. So Udemy, the MOOC, massive online open courses, they are providing this kind of support for the people. And Coursera, EDX platforms or MOOC online courses providers, and many more education softwares, education for platform people. They are providing this kind of support for the community. Healthcare sectors, they are overviewing many more conditions, fitness, wellness. Many people they are following, they are using the apps, mobile apps, and other conditions, the systematic approach, how to analyze their fitness and wellness. Genomics and biotech, that is also very important for the people who can able to look for the betterment. Deep tech industries, telemedicine, that is also going to change a lot in near future. No need to go to the hospital or clinic. You can endorse with the telemedicine opportunity to know about your health conditions. And home healthcare. Now in Tamil Nadu also they have started recently to provide this home healthcare support for the people. Farm tech, agricultural farms also engaging lot of technical adoptions, equipments, and they are providing this kind of support for the farmers, how to make use of the intellectual ideas or inventions. So that is the way recently 2020 to 21, nearly $527 million raised for the companies. So this is also the good sign for us, how to make ourselves to think and procure these kind of ideas. 50 most innovative companies in 2022. You can see all these top ranked people: Amazon, Apple, Samsung, Tencent, and many more companies like Netflix, Zoom, SAP providers, Hitachi, Procter and Gamble, Shell, Unilever companies, many more. Innovative zone, these are all the top 10 company in the world as of now: Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Samsung, Walmart, Facebook, ICBC, Verizon, Tesla. So we must need to think how to join with them or how to engage kind of stakeholder to support or procure their source. Tech companies are dominating the world, and you could see their valuation as of now. Amazon is 416 billion valuation in retail sector. Apple Technology $352 billion, and Microsoft is engaging $327 billion. Google is engaging $324 billion. Visa is $187 billion. Singapore attract world talents and MNC companies to come and launch here. That is the way the regional headquarters increasing lot of global companies to come and start their headquarters in Singapore for the Asia Pacific region. So this is also one of the good sign. Asia Pacific is moving forward for the next level. And why Singapore is thinking for the Silicon Valley of Asia? Because the government is providing necessary support. Their language is English, so it is making them to feel comfortable. Ease of doing business, because they are providing all kind of support for single window system to establish the firm, and provide all necessary guidance and support for them to withstand. Vibrant technological ecosystem, because the education providing the competitiveness for the workforce to lead further. This is the gateway of Asia now. So that is the skilled workforce, because the human resource are the best resource in Singapore. They are making them, they are progressing them. That's why I wanted to use this particular talk, innovation and creativity making the new workforce. Singapore is having this kind of atmosphere. You could see the Silicon Valley, the topmost right corner picture. And Singapore is making the transformation for the Asia Pacific region through technology adoptions and engaging the multinational companies to headquarter with Singapore atmosphere for Asia Pacific region. In India, what is the example for Silicon Valley of India? Bengaluru is the area. We can able to see a lot of innovation and intellectual property rights are available for the companies who can able to adapt and pick up. That is the way they are engaging. They are attracting the world-known companies to come and launch in Bangalore. Few questions I wanted to raise. It is not required to answer, but you can feel to think about that when you are feeling about innovation and entrepreneurship. The role of creativity and innovation in human life and development of civilization. So it is making the sense for the people how to raise up the questions for better civilization, better human values, better human lifestyle to create. And we can able to think the entrepreneurship and innovation. Do innovative startups in your countries whether easily obtain the external funding for their investment to project from commercial financial institutions? If your company cannot able to attract the external funding, you cannot able to withstand in the long run. So you have to create the value. You have to create the value to project. Then only you can able to attract the external financial support. The development of innovative startups. It is the era to think about that. Does the emergence of new technologies create the new market and niches for the development of innovative startups? Yes, of course, it is very true, because the new startup are the heartbeat of SMEs. SMEs are the heartbeat of MNCs. MNCs are the heartbeats of the country's economy. There are many more barriers to the development of entrepreneurship and innovation in current knowledge-based economy. Yes, we need to get updated. We need to get upgraded for that. Not only in the knowledge, skills, but also the aptitude and the attitude. That is the way we must need to think and work out well. Can have the activation and innovation for the entrepreneurship to protect the national economy from the forecasted slowdown in the economic growth. Definitely. Are attracting more funds and they are getting ventured with different people, then they are going global. So that is the idea we must to think. What should be the economic policy for supporting the development of entrepreneurship and innovation? So that is the way the culture of learning ecosystem is very important, where the naive-minded people can able to think and adopt their futuristic workforce vision. So that is the way the institutions are taking the role and response to educate, and the industry is preparing that particular training to lift up for their skills to align with the current challenges of scenario. What is the changing logistics of the distribution of products? That is also very, very important to connect whether the development of internet commerce are going to emerge. Now you can able to see the e-commerce, Amazon, Alibaba, or any big basket, Ola, any more. They are using the internet and app. That is the way they are segregating the commerce is becoming like e-commerce, either B2B or B2C kind of environment. So I just wanted to give these two assignment for you. If you are eager, please copy these. You can take a snapshot, or I will share in the WhatsApp group to make yourself to create a kind of assignment. Creativity, how it is endorse the questions, killer questions. Am I creative? How creative am I? Where will I ever find an original idea? Where will I find the time to create? Where do I begin? Where do I start? How can I become up with an idea that will make money for me, that will make the revenue for me? So these are all the things make the provoking or thought processing kind of stimulation in you. These 6 innovation questions, I just wanted you to adapt. You can take this picture also. What could we look at in a new way when we are willing to change our existing traditional things, how to find out this, what could be used in a new way for ourselves and others, what could we move further into a new context, because lots of ideas, knowledge shared on each and every day, but how do you able to move further with those things? What could be the connections in the new way? So how do you make the stakeholders? How do you make yourself the joint partnership or joint collaborations? That is the way you can find it, the connections for you. What could be the change? How do you see the change in yourself and others in the environment? What could be created that is truly new for you? So that is also very, very important. These two slides for you to make the assignment and you can share with us. I may share my email also, so you can send to me. So this is the way your training is fruitful, because it is not only lecturing and listening. I want you to engage certain kind of activities. So these two questions, the creativity killer questions and 6 innovation questions, because time is very less. Otherwise, I could interact and make you get something, because this is the topic of a module in a learning strategy kind of environment. But here, just we are making the orientation for you to get the essence and think and pass further. That is the idea. Thank you for your patience to listen to me. Over to Dr. Ram.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Ram. It was really mind-blowing session. So much information and all useful information you have given to us. I am very much thankful to you. Now, everybody, please stand up. Everyone, stand up, stand up. Let me see you standing. Switch on your video, stand up. And one more gentleman has entered who has not written his name. Please, it is written your name. Please tell me, what is your name? The gentleman with the name of your name, please tell me what is your name. I am not getting any answer. So I am putting the gentleman into the waiting room because he has just entered in the room. And I don't know exactly who is he. Your name, please tell me. Oh, still I couldn't get the name, but I got all other information except the name. Okay, so everybody stand up and then please clap, 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 clap. And please switch on your video. It is very, very important. When you are learning, we all have to switch on our videos. Thank you very much, Dr. Ram.
Yeah, thank you all. Hopefully it will be a nice thing for them to think and adopt well. If any questions or anything, 1 or 2 questions I can answer. Otherwise, we can move for the next session, because the time is very important.
May I request you, Ram, to kindly find out who is the gentleman with the name of your name? He has just entered and I really don't know. So, ladies and gentlemen, can you look at me and can you tell me that what I am speaking? Okay, just look at my face. What did I say? What did I say? No
Hello,
guess.
everyone.
Yes, Sabir is correct. Yes, congratulations, Sabir. You are right. I said hello, everyone. So, you know, without words, we can communicate. That is the beauty of communication. So for that reason, you all have to be very attentive. I think Sabir was looking at my movement of lips. That's why he was able to acknowledge it, that I said hello, everyone. So let us begin with a general question, very simple question. Why do bees have sticky hair? Any answer?
Is it a riddle or you want a real answer?
Yes, it's up to you. I have just thrown a question. It's up to you. What does bees have sticky hair?
So things can stick to it.
Oh, yes, Seturam ji, what is your answer? Why do bees have sticky hair?
To grab her food.
Because of honey.
Yes, absolutely, because they have honeycomb. That's why their hair is sticky. Wonderful. So thank you very much for the beautiful answer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the most important ingredient we put into any relationship is not what we say or what we do, but what we are. And if our words and our actions come from superficial human relations techniques rather than from our own inner core, others will sense that duplicacy. We simply won't be able to create and sustain the foundation necessary for effective interdependence. It's said by Stephen Covey. So here, before we go into the communication, let's promise and pledge that first of all, we are going to be the original one. What we say, we have to intend that. Our action, our intention, our words, all three have to be in synchronization. Then only the communication can take place and its effectiveness can be maintained. When we are what we are and what we say, but unfortunately, in today's world, you will find the people saying something else while intending something else, while they are having some other intentions in the minds. So there is no integrity between words, between deeds, and the actions. That's why at the office places or the workplaces, you will find 80% problems are because of the communication. There is communication gaps. So today we are going to learn what exactly is communication. We are going to do a couple of activities on communication. We'll know about the types of communication and we know how to develop the effective communication and what are the barriers of communication. Before that, let me know what exactly is going on in your mind. So I have taken the help of Mentimeter. I'm going to share the Mentimeter and you will have to answer the question given in the Mentimeter. What is the most common myth about communication? There are many myths about communication. What is the most common one? I'm going to write this. I'm going to paste this link in the chat box. And now you can click on this and you can answer. Or otherwise, you can simply go to www.menti.com and you can use this code 70795033. Or otherwise, the simple way is that you can click on this link that I have shared in the chat box. Just click on the link. You will be able to find the question and then you can answer it. What are the common myths about communication? Yes, please, come on, Mentimeter. Just now, Dr. Ram has said that
If I say the words, they should understand.
Actually, you are supposed to write in Mentimeter.
Okay.
So I have shared a link in the chat box. You just click on the link and there is a place of writing three myths. See, when you click on the link, you will get this type of box. You will get this type of box on your screen. Please write 3 words. See, when you are giving your responses, the response will be appearing on this screen. Oh my God, somebody else has written it's easy, it's not important, no practice, everybody cannot do. Verbal communication. That's really good. Please come on, send your responses. What are the common myths about communication? What normally people think? When you are preparing for anything, for any startup, for any company, for any entrepreneur initiative, you always think of your idea, that your idea has to be perfect, your product has to be perfect. And you always think about the networking, that you have to do networking with the people, you can get many people. But the least priority is given to the communication, that how you have to take it, how you have to pitch it, how you have to introduce this to the world, how you have to introduce yourself to the world, how you have to sell your product and yourself to the world. This is the least priority is given to the communication. Here we can say confidence, hesitation will not work in all situations. It's only way to convey. Understanding, no practice. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you for those who are participating. Still I'm getting the responses. Share our emotions. Thank you. So these are the common myth about communication, that no practice is required. हम तो कुछ बोल देंगे. Okay, it's not that difficult. We can speak. Some people say like this. Some say, oh my God, it's not cup of tea for me. I'm not going to do this. I will not be able to do this. So there are different types of myth in the minds of the people. Thank you very much for your responses. But if I'm going to talk about the single biggest problem in communication, what is the single biggest problem in the communication is the illusion that it has taken place. It is said by George Bernard Shaw. We assume that yes, I have spoken and it has taken place. The people have understood. This is the biggest problem, biggest illusion. Now see, I am going to speak in front of you. मेरे भाइयों और बहनों, क्या आपको मालूम है कि दुनिया में कितनी प्रॉब्लम है? हिंदुस्तान उन प्रॉब्लम का एक हिस्सा है. क्या आपको पता है कि हिंदुस्तान में कितनी प्रॉब्लम होती है? कितनी आबादी है, कितने बच्चे हैं, सब मुझसे बढ़ते इधर होते हैं, क्या कर? Now tell me, what did I say? Rihanna ma'am?
Something about Abadi, something about children, but we couldn't get the full message. It was too fast.
Yeah, but I was so confident that I have spoken so confidently about the problem of India, and that is the problem of population in India.
It is all about the political speech.
Yes.
No eye contact, nothing to understand the actual needs of the communities or something like that. Whatever in my mind, I'm saying something, that's it.
Yeah, whether you are able to understand, whether you are able to grab it,
yeah,
whether you are able to grasp it, whether you are able to comprehend it or not, that is not my headache. Whatever I have to say, blah, 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 I have said. So this is the biggest problem. And most of the relationship or most of the deals even we are not able to finalize because of the lack of communication skills.
Even if in the family also, whatever we would like to say, we could not able to, properly communicate to who is, taking the message or something like that. And sometimes we don't do any sort of evaluation, whether I'm communicating, whether he or she has understood or not. That evaluation part, usually we ignore.
Yes, yeah. Yes, Gautam, you are right. I don't know why I have written these words here, but anyway, dream, sleep, night, mattress, snooze, sheet, nod, triad, night, then artichoke, insomnia, blanket, night, alarm, nap, snore, pillow. Anyway, I have written on the screen, so it is there. So, dear friends, the communication is the exchange between the individuals or the groups with a common symbol or with a common signs or common behavior. This is communication. If suppose I and Rehana has invented some code language, like if I am sending this and we have decided, okay, this will be strong. If we have decided, okay, this will be that we are meeting. So whatever, if we have decided this code among ourselves, and if we are doing like that, it means this is communication is happening between us, because this is a common code. That's what on the basis of common code, all the the SPY, they work on the basis of the common code. So communication is, this is a process that one signal has been given and the other signal you have received, and both the places, like the sender and the receiver, both are at ease, both are comfortable that yes, action has taken place. That's called the communication. Now, I think by mistake, there were some words on the screen that I have just read before you. Can any of you tell me how many words were there and which all words were there? Yes?
Pillow. I can remember pillow.
Only one, pillow. What about others?
Sleep is one of them.
Sleep. Yeah.
Okay. Then?
Because that's my favorite, so I caught that.
Yeah, Sadek, Ezel, Sethuram, Daisy, Ananti. What about you people? Ashwini, Sabir. What about you people? How many words can you remember?
Sleep, one of my favorite.
Okay, sleep is one of the, that's why you can remember. Okay, so sleep and pillow, only two I could get from 15 people, only 2 words.
Ma'am, snore, night.
Oh,
Tired, insomnia, artichoke.
Wow, that's lovely. Very good. See, so whenever we don't pay attention towards verbal or written communication, if we are not paying attention, that will not happen at all. There are thousands of words written on the screen, but if you are not attentive, if you are not reading them purposefully, if there is no purpose behind it, then there is no use of written words. That's what had happened right now. Although I have read all the words, but listening was not proper, attention was not there on the words while watching at the screen. So attention, then comprehension, and then listening. These are the essential elements in the communication. If we want to make effective communication, these essential elements have to be there. So there is no doubt that if we want to understand any person or situation, then naturally we need the effective communication for that. And that is, communication is the only way that is going to resolve the differences and build trust and respect. You know, I was dealing with one of the publisher, I was negotiating, and through the mail, we have like sent so many mails. I sent her the mail, she sent me the mail, around I think 10, 15 mails. But today we had just 15 minutes meeting, face-to-face communication, and the deal was done. So that is the effect of the communication. When you are face-to-face with the people, with the client, with the suppliers, with your colleagues, with your students, with your trainees, whomsoever, if you are with them face-to-face and you know how to communicate with them, how to communicate at their understanding level, then it's very easy to be successful in your endeavors. So now here we are going to have another activity. That is, the name of the activity is Jo Jeeta Wo Sikandar. And iske liye I will take the participant who has not spoken so far. So I request Ezel. Ezel, are you ready for this activity? Ezel J, are you ready for this activity? Okay, anyway, Ezel J is not ready. Then let me take Sadek. Sadek, are you ready? Sadek, are you there? Are you ready for this activity? Sadek is also has gone, I think, somewhere to sleep. So anyway, let me ask the volunteers now themselves. Who wants to participate in this activity? Jo jeeta wo Sikandar. Oh, as always, Rihanna is ready. But I request each one of you, please switch on your video. For this, we need the video on. Then only this activity is going to take place. Okay, thank you. So for that reason, Rihanna, I have to send you in the waiting room for a while. Please don't mind. Then I'll take you back. Okay, so now Rihanna has gone in the waiting room. What is this activity? Listen carefully, very carefully. When Rihanna comes, I'll ask her to share the most interesting story of her life. Okay, but the moment she starts saying, okay, you all start speaking loudly. Something, whatever comes to your mind. Is it okay? Is the game clear for all? Please switch on your video, everybody, and unmute yourself. Switch on your video, unmute yourself. She should not get any hint that what I have said to you. Okay, let her come in and let me give her the instruction. The moment she opens the mouth to speak, you all start speaking very, very loudly. Unmute yourself.
And how much time we need to talk? You will say stop.
Till I say stop.
Okay.
Okay. So here comes Rihanna. Welcome, Rihanna. We all are eager to you. Rihanna, the task is very simple, very, very simple. You have to just narrate the most beautiful, the most interesting incidents of your life. Any incidents of your life. The most interesting, the most attractive. Yes, come on, Rihanna, start.
The most interesting.
So yes, ma'am. What about my next session, and what we are planning to do next?
Start, Rihanna. Start your story. Yes, come on, everyone.
So once upon a time, there was.
What I'm saying, ma'am, I'm asking my concern. ma'am.
What to do?
Sorry, Rihanna. I'm listening.
I don't know whether we are hearing.
It's very nice here in Pune today,
Yeah,
and it's
nice to meet you,
little warm here. It's not cold, and yesterday it was very bad.
Don't know.
And I'm still
What
in the
exactly
office
is
meeting,
happening.
and I'm attending this.
Rihanna, please come on, Rihanna.
Not able.
See, Rihanna, I was listening. Okay, you narrate the story. I'm still listening.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Rihanna, and she was playing in the park, and she saw a little kitten who was under a bench, and it was very small and helpless, and she took that kitten home and and gave it some milk and cared for it, and from then on that kitten has been in my house, and I call it Sikandar.
Wow, beautiful story. So dear friends, in the first situation when Rihanna was narrating the story, we were not able to understand a single sentence, a single word. Even she was not able to speak. Why, Rihanna? What was the reason? Why you have good communication skills and you have narrated beautifully in the second situation? What was the reason?
Everyone was talking at the same time, and it was a bit noisy, and I don't know who was listening, so it became very disruptive.
Yes, it became very disruptive. And when this activity was done with me, it was offline situation, and I was attending a workshop at IIM Calicut. Okay, and there the professor sent me out of the hall, and there were 500 principals. And when I came in, he said, okay, you narrate your story. And I started narrating, and they all started doing something nonsense, throwing the balls and this thing and that thing. And But I understood that professor is intending that Jo Jeeta wo Sikandar. I continued speaking till the end. I said, okay, now finish. So this is very true that if people are not listening, then whatever you are saying, it is all in vain. So listening is a very important part of communication. And today I will be talking little at length about this communication, about this listening. Because, you know, the goal of communication is either we have to inform, or we have to pursue, or you have to build the relationship. And in all these three cases, if we are not attentive while listening, or if we are not able to listen to the person, then naturally the goal of communication will go in vain. So 80% of workplace issues are communication related. If words disagree with the tone and voice and non-verbal behavior, people tend to believe the tonality and the non-verbal behavior. See how interesting is this fact. When I was reading, I was so much surprised that, you know, if the people are saying good words, but the tone is bad, or if the normal verbal behavior is bad, then nobody is going to listen to your words. They all are going to listen at your non-verbal communication, that the way you are saying, the pitch you are using, the tone you are using. So that's why it is always important that our verbal, non-verbal communication both have to be in align. And that's why full attention is required. And how can we ensure that we are paying full attention and we are active listeners? For this purpose, there are 6 ways we have to do it. First of all, we have to focus fully on the speaker. Like when Rehana was speaking, we were talking among ourselves. Then we have to avoid interrupting or redirecting. Then we have to nod our head and we have to show the interest. We have to show as if that, yes, whatever you are saying is interesting for me and I want to listen more from you. And then we have to create a safe environment. Like the environment that was given to Rihanna was not at all safe. She was feeling very insecure when everybody is talking and not paying attention. Then we have to avoid being judgmental. You know, there are people who you have just opened the mouth and you will find them just cutting your arguments as if they are ready with the counter arguments. That we have to avoid. And we have to make the speaker feel that they are heard and they are understood. These are the 6 steps for the active listening that will make the speaker at ease, comfortable. Then there are 7 tips to become the better listener. Gautam Majumdar, can you tell me out of these 7, which all you practice in your day-to-day life to be the better listener?
That is number 4, that is seek further informations to, clarify the ambiguity. Always I prefer this one. Usually I practice in my team as well as community, whatever, related my activities usually performed by me. Yeah.
Very good, Gautam. You know, earlier when I was like, as a fresher, I used to be irritated when somebody asking the questions after the meeting. And I used to say, you are so stupid, you can't understand these simple things. But when I gained experience as a leader, and then I realized that how important are the questioners, like the people who are asking the questions, they are very, very important. Because maybe this doubt was in the minds of all, but nobody could dare to ask. And this gentleman is asking, or this person is asking, it means that it is going to clarify the doubts of others as well. So that is really good point, Gautamji. Now, Rahul, which one of these points you follow in your day-to-day life?
Okay, let me check. Fourth point, seek further information to clarify if there is any ambiguity.
Very good. So 4th point is getting so many words. Now, Atiya, which point do you follow out of these?
Point 1, actively listen and be empathic and others' views and concern.
Okay, that's really very, very important, that when the person is narrating anything, there are certain people, they will be in the mind saying just opposite. Are drama buzz. Oh, this is a crocodile tears. I have seen people like, when the people are crying and narrating their story, they will be saying these things in the undertone. While what should happen, we should be very empathetic with them. We should be keep ourselves at their place, and we should show concern. Then only we will be able to understand the real meaning of whatever they are saying. Okay, now coming to Sabir. Will you please tell us, Sabir, which one do you follow in your day-to-day life?
Point number 6.
Number 6.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, remember to pause and let others finish what they have to say before you respond. This is really a wonderful quality, Sabir. If you are following, you are going to be successful leader.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, otherwise the people, they don't let others complete. And before you say something, they understood. That's what you wanted to convey and say. So thank you, dear friends. These are the 7 important things. Now we will go into the breakout rooms. And in the breakout rooms, what we are going to do, this activity is for the non-verbal communication, like for the body language, how we have to understand the body language of our friends. So 3 people will be there in one breakout room, A, B, and C. So A will be speaking about free time, B will be speaking about reading books, and C will be speaking about vacation. So when A is speaking, B and C will only show their gestures. Okay? Gestures of agreement, disagreement, liking, not liking. So these type of gestures you have to show to them, but you need not to say a single word about them. And then after doing this activity, you have to come back in the main room. Then we will do the second part of this activity.
So, ma'am, ABC, we will decide among ourselves, right?
No, in one room, there will be only 3 people. I will be sending you in the breakout room, three people. So ABC, you will decide yourself. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah, please read the questions thoroughly so that any question, anything can come to you. Free time, reading books, and vacation.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you. Here we go in the breakout room, and you will get only one minute time to speak. So 3 minutes will be given, 1 minute for going, 1 minute for coming. So total 5 minutes will be given. I have to first add rooms, assign 3 people. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. In one room, there are 4 people. Okay, no issues. You can manage. So everybody say loudly, Khulja Sim Sim.
Pulja Sim
Sim.
Yes, then only the rooms will open. Otherwise, rooms will not open. You will receive a message to join the breakout room. Please join the breakout room. And there you have to do A, B, and C. Sadik, go to your room. Sadik.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me now? Hello. Habib ji, Habib bhai, can you hear me? Oh, must be some issue. Oh, nothing connected here. And one thing I can do is recharge. Dr. Halima or Dr. Ram, are you there? What's happening? I don't know.
Yes, I am here.
Can you hear me? It's like, yeah, obviously you replied me means you can hear me. But when I was in breakout room, no one was able to means like hear me. So how's that now? So I came out. I tried here once out of room also. Dr. Halima,
Yes, I've been in all the rooms.
can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can hear you.
There is some issue, I guess, because in breakout room there was some issue.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, now I'm closing the rooms.
Okay, so no need to come back now. Means like I thought of like once I gone out of the Zoom and then rejoined.
No, it's okay. Now they're coming back.
Okay. No worries. I was a bit worried.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you very much for coming back. First of all, tell me, how was the experience in the breakout room? Throw some hearts if it was wonderful.
It was amazing experience with, sorry.
It was
Daisy.
amazing. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And then she is my little friend. I really felt very good and very comfortable to speak with him, to speak with her. Yeah, thank you.
It was really nice experience, but I like faced some technical issues maybe. That's why, but yeah, hope now you can hear me.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
Okay, so now let me ask each one of you quickly, room wise. Okay, room one. Room one, anyone raise your hand? Room one, Ashwini and Athiya. Room two, Gautam and Daisy. Room three, Habib and Sabir. Room four, Rihana and Tulasi. Yes. So room one, tell me when, who are in room one? Please raise your hands. Yes, Athiya, when you were speaking, what gesture or what body language have you observed in your friend, Ananti?
Ananti and Ashwini, I'm getting a good response from there. The lectures are good and they are listening carefully.
So how can you say that their gesture were good? They were liking your point.
They are smiling.
Okay, they were smiling. That's why you could make it out. Yes, Ashwini, when you were speaking, how was the body language of Athiya?
She was keen to know about me. because apart from the questions that you gave, we personally came to know each other well.
Okay, fine, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, now room 2. How was your experience? Room 2.
Yes, ma'am.
How was your experience?
It was a different experience. He shared the stories with me.
Who was in your room?
Gautam Manjumdar.
Okay, Gautam sir was there in your room, so you had awesome time. I know, I was there. So Mr. Gautam, when you were speaking, how was the body language of Daisy?
It was very, very, I mean, very comfortable body language, and absolutely, we are not facing any sort of problem. I mean, maybe I'm very much senior than her, but it was very nice, amazing. I can say in a single word. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Gautam. Now room number 3. Sabir.
With me, Mr. Setharam, who is not here right now, there's some network glitch with him, so that's why we're not able to communicate.
So you were not able to speak?
Just decide the topic, then he's leave. He was.
No issues. Now room number 4. Rihanna and
Tulsi.
Okay, yes.
Tulsi Raman. Yeah.
Yeah, how was your
Yes, ma'am.
experience?
Okay, it was good because starting because Tulsi's video was not on, and when she on it, it was a bit dark, so it's difficult to, in communication when you don't see the person's face, you tend to wonder what that person is thinking or doing. But if you can see the face and they can see your expression, it gives you some motivation how the conversation is going. So I don't know, how was your experience, Tulsi, when you were talking and what was I doing?
Tulsi, what do you have to say about Rihanna?
It's a very nice experience, ma'am. But I feel sorry for that because my laptop is not in a good condition. Its camera is something fault. I'm sorry for that. And one thing what I want to say is, his face expressions, his wordings, his way of talking, it's all are good, all are super.
Okay, thank you.
Entirely, the communication is very well, ma'am. It's very good.
Okay. Thank you very much. And the exercise was with the intention of that when you are listening to the person, your gestures are very important. You're nodding the head, your smiling face, your agreement with the points what the person is saying. If you are simply sitting with a blank face, like unconcerned, then naturally that's going to be very demotivating for the person who is speaking. So that's why our listening posture even plays very important role, how we are listening. When I used to deliver the speeches during my school time, there was a teacher of Hindi. I used to always look at her because, she used to always smiling, nodding at me, whatever I am saying. So I used to think that she is appreciating me. While when I used to look at the principal's face, it was also always very Sadu and Khadu's face. So I never looked at the face of the principal while speaking on the stage. I used to see just my Hindi teacher. So we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So we should listen more than we say. How many of us practice this? I believe all successful people practice this. We have to listen more and speak less. Now, in the elements of personal communication, you will be surprised to know that only 7% spoken words have effects. Only 7%. 38% voice and tone, and 55% your body language. Just imagine how important is the body language. the way we are standing, the way we are listening, the way we are having our hands. This is non-verbal communication that is called body language. This is the most important thing that plays 55% role. Now, what all are there in the non-verbal communication? Facial expressions, eye contacts, body movements and gestures, our postures, how we are sitting, then tone of voice, and then breathing and muscle tensions. Even breathing also speaks a lot. You know, when we are in the tension, when we are in hurry, yes, this happened. And when we are at peace, when we are in the loving and caring position, then normally our breath is full of calmness. So even our breath speaks a lot about our communication. So these are non-verbal communication that we have to take care whenever we are speaking. Now, how we can know that what the person is thinking about me? So we have to start watching the people, and we have to be aware of the individual differences. Maybe if Rahul is not liking something, so he may have lines on the forehead, but Rehana may not be having lines on the forehead in the case of disliking, because each individual have their own gestures, their own body language, and their own non-verbal signals. How we will come to know? We have to just observe the person. We have to watch them closely. Then only the team members, the people whom we are working with, our colleagues, our friends, our relatives, our in-laws especially, you know, our in-laws, non-verbal signals are very important. So each one of them have different signals. We have to observe them, and then only we have to act accordingly. Now see, if you are having the cross-armed, this is considered as close personality, that you are not ready to listen to the ideas. So when you are pitching any idea, or when you are in a group where the people have come to pitch their ideas, we should never sit with the cross-armed or cross-legged. That we have to take special care of this. Then when we are really smiling, then our eyes smile. That is the sign of real smile. So we have to always give the real smile. Otherwise, no need of smiling. Then posture tells the story. Then eyes that lie. You know, there are many eyes that lie. And then if your eyebrows are raised, that is the signal of discomfort. So when we are listening to the person, we have to sit comfortably, and all our postures like eyes, like our eyebrows, everything has to be at place in a very calm position. And now the nodding should also be in a limit. It should not be like, yes, 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 yes. It clearly shows that this is just a drama. This shows the anxiety of the person who is listening. So that's why these things are very, very important in our day-to-day communication with the colleagues in the office, or even at the workplace and at home. So the golden rule, the crust is that the way you want the people talk to you, just adopt that method of talking with the other people. If you want the person to talk politely, talk politely. If you want the person to talk with you softly, then talk softly. If you want the people to talk with you with kindness, then talk with kindness. If you want the people use good words, then you also use good words. So this is the golden rule, that communicate with others the way they want to be communicated with. Now this is a questionnaire for you, so that you can be ready with the answers. And tomorrow, when we are going to have the second part of communication, that is very, very important part, because in that we are going to learn how to pitch our idea, how to face the interview, how to have the elevator pitches, how to introduce ourselves. All the professional aspect we are going to discuss in the tomorrow's session. So before that, you have to prepare the answer of all these questions. I request you to kindly take the screenshot of this questionnaire. I hope by this time you all have taken the screenshot of this questionnaire. And now with this, I come to the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. You are awesome audience. A big round of applause to all the participants here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
It is for you.
Thank you. So now over to you, Rahul.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello,
so
sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Just a minute. Let me start first. And so how was overall session? How you are getting values from this today's session? We really like to know about that. Yes.
The first of the innovation and creativity. Absolutely, it's a key for key towards successful sort of in your activities. And number two, that is the integral part of this innovation and creativity. Communication itself is a great help.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
so these
Just a
two,
minute, Dr.
this
Halima.
value
I'm
addition.
not co-host because in between I got out of
Yes.
the room.
Now you are the co-host.
Can you make me co-host? Because
Yes, you are the co-host now.
okay. Okay.